everyone, welcome to my Flosstube channel, Thread the Needle. My name is Vani and I live in Newfoundland, Canada. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, welcome, or even if it's your second or third time and you're still getting to know me, welcome. I hope you stick around. And for those of you who are coming back, sit back, relax. I've got a jam-packed Flosstube episode today and we're going to dive right in. I have so much to talk about. So to begin, let's talk about the cross stitching. As you all well know, I am a lover of full coverage cross stitching. And that is what I primarily showcase on this channel. I have multiple whips that I have been going through various ways to work on over the past year since I started this Flosstube channel. I've been stitching for a long time prior to that, but during the life of this Flosstube channel, I have tried different methods, I have tried different rotations, and many things have worked, many things have not. And so I wanted to do this video as a kind of summary of everything because I've got some exciting plans coming up for December. But leading up to that, the past 2 weeks, I actually didn't do a lot of stitching on my whips. Life was very busy. The Christmas season has already started and people are getting a little bit more comfortable socializing like we used to in the past. So I've actually gotten a chance to spend some time with some close friends that I have really missed spending some time with. And it's been really nice to see people's faces again. And so we've been doing a bit of that. And we had dance recitals to go to and get ready for, and just busyness. And I'll tell you the other major thing, the reason that I was busy the last couple of weeks and that I couldn't participate in more stitching time for myself. So since I didn't get a lot of stitching done, I wanted to take this moment to do a end of year whip parade. So I decided to whip out all my whips and show you what I've done with them throughout the course of this last 1 year. Some of them have more progress on them than others. I don't know if I have starting pictures from January for all of these pieces. Some I didn't have it stitched on as much as I have others. So some I might have pictures, some I don't. So I don't know if I'm gonna put in a before picture or not. I probably not. I'm just going to let you enjoy the piece as it is now, as it exists right now in my whip pile. So let's jump right in. We had 3 focus pieces for the year. And to start with, I probably should have done this before I started this video, but I still have a couple of them on Q-snaps and with all the other paraphernalia that comes along with it, the clips and everything, to hold the material in a neat fashion, to keep it out of my way while I'm stitching. And I swear to God, if I crack a nail while doing this, I'll be very upset. Okay, so to begin with, one of my favorite projects this year has been Ganesha. Now, I would say 90% of all the whips in my pile are Heaven and Earth designs. So if I forget to say where I got these, it's a good guess that it's from Heaven and Earth Design. There's only one from the Cross Stitch Studio and then one from Anita from One Stipple Two Stitch. The rest, Heaven and Earth Designs. Okay, so I'm gonna make room because I've actually made some progress on this one. This is Ganesha, you guys. I am so happy and proud to show how much I have done. This is it. I think, I'm gonna guess, but I know for sure I think somewhere in this page when I started this year. So not only did I finish all the way across that way, but I started and I made it all the way this much done. I'm so super happy with the amount of progress that was done. I'm gonna try, there we go, that's a good close-up of it. So I'm so super happy with how much I have been able to get done on Ganesha. It has been such a joy to stitch on this year. because the colors are just so vibrant, and I truly enjoy stitching on this one so much, and I cannot wait to continue to have Ganesha as one of my focus pieces for next year. I haven't finalized my plans. I think in my final video, Flosstube episode of 2021, I will go over my 2022 plans. Wow, it sounds so weird to say 2022. I don't know where the year went, but we move on. Now, oops, sorry. I'll try not to make as much noise, extra noise with moving things around, but I'm such a big klutz, it's bound to happen. Okay, so next was the Siamese Fighting Fish by Anita on 1 stipple 2 stitch. And here's how much I got done. It was a bit of a slow start, but I finally got into a groove and I've been making some really good progress with it. And I couldn't be happier. I'm really enjoying this stitch quite a bit. And it's being stitched on 28 count, 1/1 full cross. And it's funny because Anita messaged me, or she tagged me in a post that she had put on Instagram, that she had created a smaller version of the same one. And in the post, she was like, Vani, please don't hate me, but I made a smaller version. And Anita, I don't hate you because I love this one. Yes, it's going to be ginormous, but I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous when I finish it. And I will, but it will take time. Now, oh, and for those of you who didn't know, Ganesha is stitched on 22 count, 2/1 full cross. All of my pieces that I'm showing you are 2/1 full crosses. So I won't say that anymore. It's all 2/1s. Now, then my third focus piece was the Cross Stitch Studio came out with a mystery sal, and I think 6 or 7 months into it, it was a mystery no more, but I didn't mind because I loved the piece anyway. And it was really nice to see what we were going to stitch on. I loved the mystery of it, but we're going to continue on with this. This is how much I got done on it. I got actually a lot of pages. I'm actually shocked at myself how many pages I got done. I'm so super excited to do more. There is one more page over here and then all the way down to the end. And I think it's going to be a fabulous piece when done. I can't wait to do more work on this one. Okay, so that is the 3 focus pieces. So I don't know what my plan is for focus pieces next year or what my stitching plan is. I think the next 2 weeks I'll spend a little bit of time kind of thinking about what I liked about what I did this year, what didn't work for me. Did I like the daily 100s? I did, but because I have so many pieces that I want to see progress on, I think I might make those regular daily 100. So every day, either daily 50s or do 50 stitches on it every day, and then that I can still have my rotations. Anyway, lots to think about when it comes to how I'm going to function with my rotation next year, but we'll get to that. Now, I just have all my pieces in a pile. Do you really want to see the pile? Okay, so some of them are in Q-steps, some of them aren't. So let's continue to work them out of the Q-snaps. This one is Ayana by Heaven and Earth Designs, of course. And I have been working on her for, well, that's a lie. I had started working on her years ago, and then she fell into a UFO pile, that's unfinished object. And then this year I decided, maybe just a few months ago, I decided I was going to work on all of my whips. No more UFOs, no more pieces that I put away. I'm going to put all of them in a rotation, and that way all of them get a little bit of love. So this one came out, and this is how much I've got done. Not a lot, because I only decided to pull out all my whips a few months ago. So I got more of this part done here, which I really enjoyed. So the more we get in here, more stuff is going to happen. So that is Ayana. Next is another little colorful owl. This is Autumn Owl Trio. Sorry, Ayana was stitched on, oh, I should go backwards. Ooh, I dropped them way too low. The owl, Sleepy Owlet, is on 18 count. The Ayana is on, I'm gonna, 22 count. Then we have Autumn Owl Trio. Isn't that just so lovely? I really enjoy this one. So this one is on 22 count as well. This is such a lovely stitch, so fun, so fun. Next we have another one that is just like Ayana. It is a really, really old piece that I started a long time ago and recently picked up again. This is Prelude to a Kiss, and it's going to be so lovely when it is complete. It's quite a large piece, but so confetti heavy. Like one of the, I have quite a few that are confetti heavy, but this one, Joe Wall's pieces are so confetti heavy, but so worth it. Like look at the detail in that that's come out so far. Such a lovely, lovely piece. So I'm looking forward to, I think I'm gonna keep the idea of working a little bit on all of them. I think that'll work really well. So then on we move to the next. This one is a Christmas start, a Christmas in July start, and I am to stitch it on every 24th and 25th of the month. I did that for majority of the month since July, but I really need to get back to it. And I think I'm going to continue doing that. This is Mini Christmas Mailbox. And on this one, I don't have a lot done. On this one, I actually decided to do extreme cross-country stitching, so that's why I'm doing just the one color, and it's taken me a long time. I already knew I was gonna find a little bit of difficulty with the extreme cross-country because I get bored easily. I don't know if you've realized this about me, but I get bored very easily with projects. So you can imagine if I have to stitch the one color the whole time, how it's going to be. So I'm going to continue to try to do it in the extreme cross-country stitching style, but this is how much I've gotten in so far. So hopefully next year I'll make a little bit more progress on it. So next up we have, I don't know what happened to the brightness on that camera there. There we go. So next up we have, what is this one? I don't think I touched on this one at all this year. I think I just grabbed all my, what is this one called? Mini Dragons Dream or something. I'll have to find out the name of it and put it up there, but I didn't actually work on this at all, looks like. So we'll have to figure out. Mini Dragon Charmer. That's what it's called. So I haven't done this at all. It got lost in my pile, so that will be definitely put back in the rotation for next year. 22 count. And the Christmas one was 18 count. Okay, then I love peacocks, you guys. I just love peacocks. They're so colorful and so joyful looking. This one is Peacock Fantasy, I think. And it is Peacock Fantasy. This is how much I have done on it so far. And this, when I picked it up this year, I was working on this area for a very long time. It took me so long. And I'm trying to get it to focus so you can understand. I don't know what it was about this area, but it just took me so long to do. And then I finally made it. This is the top of the wing. So I finally made it there. This is being done on 28 count 1/1. So I'm really looking forward to getting more work done on this one next year because I love peacocks and I really want to make progress on this because I always find the ones that I stitch on 28 count, even though I'm doing them on 28 count for a reason to get more concise, intricate detail in a larger piece on the smaller, and also because then the size of the actual finished piece is smaller and it doesn't take up a whole bunch of wall space that I don't have. So this is 28 count Peacock Fantasy. Gorgeous. Can't wait to see how that turns out. Next up is one of my favorites. It is part of my QS birthstone series that I'm stitching, and this is number 4 that I'm doing in the series. I'm not doing them by order. I'm just doing them by whatever mood I'm in. I've done 3 so far. This is the 4th one. This is Sapphire. And I showed you guys the face already, but I gotta show you again because I just absolutely love that face. It is just divine. I love it. Next up is, oh, and that was 22 count. Maybe I should say the size first so I don't forget. This one is being done on, I'm gonna say 22 count. I have a lot of 22 counts, but I think this one's 22 too. And this is Mini Opening Night. This is the ballet piece. Beautiful, lovely. Still haven't gotten to the interesting part on that one, but eventually I will. Then we have my lovely London piece. Mini or SK Life is an Open Book London. Beautiful. Like I said, my favorite part is the ivy. The detail is just gorgeous. I love it. Okay. Then this one is another series that I started just for the heck of it. The Deadly Sins series. And this is Avarice, Mini Avarice. I've only got the corner of the room done, but this is the drapery. This is the arch around her, and the halo or whatever you want to call it around her. I love this one every time I pick it up. I don't know what it is about it, but I think I'm just so excited about what's to come that I just enjoy it so much. Now, then next up is one of my favorite pieces. It is the World Travel Bookshelf, bookshelf number 1. Let's see if I can hold this up in a proper way so you can actually see it all at once. It might be difficult because there's a large number of it, a large bit of it. Okay, here we go. So here's how much I have done on World Travel Bookshelf. I mean, I really could just stop it there, couldn't I? But I won't. So this is done on 25 count 1/1, and it is just one of my favorite pieces because there's so much going on. It's like every time I look at it, I see something different or I notice a detail that I didn't notice before, and I fall in love with it more and more every time. Every time. It is like, I just love it. So that was World Travel on 25 count. Now, then I started another mini. I think this was during May when I did all my new starts. This one is Mini Moose Crossing. And you haven't seen me stitch on it very much because I was kind of saving it to use for my stitch-alongs. Is that what they're called? Yes, stitch-alongs. No, Stitch with Me's. Because I haven't done very many Stitch with Me's, and I keep saying I'm gonna go back to it, so I keep saving this one to work on it. But isn't it just gorgeous? Like the detail in the branches and the like, even me, I can't see it from this far away, but then when I look at it there and see what you guys are seeing, I can pick out so much more detail. That is why when it's gonna be on the wall, it's gonna look so fabulous. I'm so excited for this one. Can't wait to do more on that. The next one is called I'm Horrible with Names. Clearly, I have to look at my actual list of names of all of my whips because I'm horrible at remembering all their names because I have so many. This one is, come on people. Why can I not pick this out? I don't know what is wrong with me. Let's see if it's on this paper. What is wrong? I literally have to pause this right now. I got it. It's Enchanted Garden. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I couldn't remember that, but it's on this lovely purple fabric, 18 count. And for such a little piece, there's so much detail in there. Like, you can't tell when you're close up. Well, yes, you can. It's not too bad. But how fabulous is she going to look when she's done? So beautiful. And now I'm finally going to get into the fun stuff, which is her pink dress. We got into a little bit of it with her pink blouse, but it's going to be so much fun when we get down to that part. It's all the colors that I love to stitch. Then we have another vertical project. This is going to be a large vertical project. This is Mini Dreamer's Tree, done on 18 count, and this is how much I have done so far. So looking forward to seeing more progress on that one. A lot of confetti and detail in it, but so worth it. So worth it. I'm super enjoying this one. I think it's going to be, just continue to have fun. So this is the whole width of it, and it's just going to keep going down. I've started in the diagonal cross country method, and some stitches go over if there's only like one or two, but that's that one. I really like that one. And then we have this other next one, which is a beauty. I didn't get a whole bunch done on it this year because it was only when I made the decision to get rid of all my UFOs did I get this one out. But this is Golden Promises, 18 count. And this is how much I have done so far. I'm at this end right here. So just have to fill in those flowers, which is the fun part. But this is how much I have done so far, and it's going to look really nice. It's a large piece all the way down there. But I think I left a good bit of material all around it. So it's going to be really nice. I really enjoy working on this one. 18 count is one of my favorites to work on. I just find it very easy and relaxing. After that, 22 count is my go-to just because I like the size of the stitches and the compactness of the stitches. 28 count is not my favorite, but I do it when I'm working on big projects so that I can have a more decent sized project. 25 count, I don't have very many. I think the World Travel Bookshelf might be the only one. I have one final piece to show you. This is my retreat piece. I went to my very first crafters retreat. It was actually knitters / cross stitching retreat. I was one of the only one or two others who were there who were cross stitchers. Everyone else was knitters. And so I wanted a piece to commemorate myself attending the retreat. So I got this one, and I'm going to do a cool, I think is cool anyway, a cool way to do it. I'm going to try a stained glass effect with it. This is called Mini Meditation, and I've decided to do it in a stained glass method. So basically I've divided it up into sections. So each time I go to a retreat, I'll do a certain number of sections, and then so I can remember that, oh, I was working on those sections when I went to that retreat. That's the idea, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. So my goal is this year, over the next couple of months, to finish this so that I can say I did it for my retreat that I went to in September 2021, and this is how I remember it. And I hope to attend more retreats and get more work done on this one. But I do want to at least finish what I was doing and then put it away. You'll notice these little squares up top. That was my test stitching to see if I liked the coverage of, I think I tried 1/1 and 2/1 on the 22 count, and I decided 2 because I just like it. I think the coverage is great. So that, my friends, is my year-end whip parade. The next thing that I have upcoming is I have decided to take a break from my focus pieces for the month of December because I have a jam-packed, fun-filled December coming up. And I'm so excited to share with you all my plans, and I think it's going to be so much fun. One of the first things I want to tell you about is the Cross Stitch Studio is coming out with another mystery sal. You guys, I am so excited. And this one is ocean themed. You should see the colors. It's all like blues and greens and ocean colors and coral colors. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. So that is one of the new starts I'm going to have in December, but how I'm going to decide when to do it is going to come up in the next part of my plans that I'm going to share with you. As I mentioned, I have decided to do Vani's Vlogmas Christmas countdown. So that means from December 1st until the 24th, you will get one little mini video from me doing my Christmas countdown. Here's how it's going to work. I have it all planned out. I hope it works. Fingers crossed. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Every day, for December, let's start with December 1st. The day before December 1st, which is my first day of Vlogmas, so on November 30th, I'm going to post on my Instagram 2 choices of projects. So I've divided 14 of my whips into 7 groups. Okay, group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Each day, I'm going to post 2 of them from one group on my Instagram, and I'm going to ask you guys to select which one you would like me to work on for one day of Vlogmas. So on the 30th, I will post 2 projects for you to pick for me to work on December 1st. Once December 1st comes, I am going to have mystery challenges for each of the projects that you select for me to stitch on. For example, let's say, because I know my focus pieces are not on this list, let's pick those as an example. Let's say we have Ganesha and we have Siamese fighting fish, and one or the other gets more votes, so I know which one I'm working on. Let's say Ganesha got more votes, so that means on December 1st I have to work on Ganesha. But not just work on Ganesha. I have decided to really make things more challenging for myself or more fun. We shall see. But I have come up with a list. I'm not going to do it so you can read it. You can't read that. Your eyesight can't be that good. I have come up with a list of mystery challenges. It could be anything like, let me give you a couple of examples. All right, so you all know that I like to cross-country stitch in a diagonal. So let's say one of the challenges is, okay, now instead of doing that, you have to stitch cross-country across the page. This is just an example. So I've come up with 12 of those, and I'm going to cut them all up, and I'm going to place each one in a little bag, and I'm gonna fold it down and seal the bag. Hear it in there? Then every day on Vlogmas, I'm going to let you know which project won the poll on Instagram the previous day. And I'm gonna say, all right, so I like visuals, so hang on. There we go. All right, let's say Ganesha won. So I'm gonna do my first video, I'm gonna say, hey, you guys picked Ganesha, thank you. I'm gonna work on Ganesha, but how am I gonna work on Ganesha? Here comes the little challenge. I'm gonna open up the little bag and it's gonna tell me, oh, Vani, you're gonna have to do it this way. So I'm gonna be like, okay, let's give it a go. So then that is gonna be my stitching challenge for the day that I stitch Ganesha. So on and so forth. So every day I will post a poll on Instagram to let you, my friends, pick out which project you wanna see me work on. And I'll have a different challenge every day. I don't know if I'm being overly ambitious, if I'm being crazy, I'm just excited. I love Christmas and I just want to really get into this spirit. I've never done a Vlogmas before. I don't know if I'm going to be able to manage it. That means I have to make a video every single day. I can barely get a video out every 2 weeks, but we're going to give it a go. And you guys, I love Christmas so much. I'm gonna post a small little video at the end of my episode today to show you. I started decorating the house. I've got my wreath and my little tree out in the porch. I gotta show you my wreath. My wreath is the best kind of wreath ever. I got it a couple of years ago at a local Christmas fair. It is a electric wreath, you have to plug it in, but the lights, the whole wreath is made of, I don't know if you guys remember, I was a child of the 90s. So we had these like wands with like fiberglass hairs, and at the tip of it, it would light up. You had like a little switch on the wand handle, and the whole wreath is made of those little fiberglass hairs, and the whole wreath lights up and changes colors. It is like the coolest thing ever. I have the coolest wreath. None of my neighbors have that wreath. I have it. It is really cool. Okay, I went off topic again. So that is the main challenge that I have lined up for Countdown to Christmas. The other thing that I have going on that I will share during each Vlogmas video is I decided this year for my family, I was going to get each of us a Christmas Countdown box because the kids are getting older, so we don't do a lot of gifts. We just do, one really nice gift and then a bunch of, regular stuff like, socks and pajamas and that kind of stuff. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun to have a Christmas Countdown for each of us? So starting December 1st, we each opened a little thing. So I ordered all of theirs. I got theirs. And for myself, hang on, I got coffee. So I have mystery coffee for every day. So I will be drinking a new mystery flavor of coffee every day that I film. This is coffee number 1. And you have to lift the little tab and it'll give you the flavor and the information and stuff. And then I have one for every day of my Vonnie's Vlogmas Christmas Countdown. How fun is that going to be? And I'll have to get my Christmas mug out. And y'all, I'm getting all kinds of Christmas. It's going to be so much fun. And on top of that, not only do I have my poll, my Christmas stitching challenge, my mystery coffee, I also have another mystery gift. So my friends and I, knitters, cross stitchers, crocheters, we have a group of ladies, and we all decided to do the Christmas Countdown boxes for each other. So we all contributed, and we met a couple of days ago to exchange the gifts. So I had 24 items to give to the other ladies. So we were told to bring 8 handmade items, 8 bought items, and 8 regifted items. So it was very, doable, or so I thought. 8 handmade items. I'm a very beginner knitter, so I knew I was not going to do anything fancy knitting. I'm a cross stitcher and I wanted to share that with my friends. However, I'm a full coverage cross stitcher. But I bit the bullet and I decided to make a little mini project that's not full coverage. It turned out really well. I don't want to give too many details about it, just in case some of them are watching and they haven't opened their gifts yet. So I did take a picture and I saved it, and I'll show you maybe, at the end of the Christmas Countdown. But so the last 2 weeks, I was frantically stitching away, trying to finish these 8 handmade gifts for my friends. And I'm not even joking when I tell you I was stitching until the very last second. Our get together was on Saturday evening, and I was stitching until Saturday afternoon. And then I had to put them all together, and I am not the best finisher at all. This is why all my pieces are framed, because I have no creativity when it comes to cool ways to frame things and things like that. I just take them through the framers and I say, frame this please, and I get back a beautifully framed piece. So I went to the party and it was so much fun. It's like Christmas every day you get a gift. Like, I'm gonna insert a picture now of all the gifts that I came back home with, and it's gonna be just so much fun. So you guys get to share in all of my joy and enthusiasm that I have for this season. It is such a happy season. I love the lights and the color and the atmosphere, and this just the feeling of happiness and joy that everyone has at this time of year, and I look forward to it all the time. So the reason I didn't do a lot of stitching on my regular whips is because I was trying to complete my 8 handmade gifts for my giveaway with my friends. So you guys, I have a lot of plans coming up for the month of December. I hope you all stick around. You can follow me on Instagram, at My Stitch Diary. And if you're interested, you can participate in the polls if you want to have a say in what project I'm going to work on for every day of the Vonnie's Vlogmas Christmas Countdown. Try saying that 10 times fast. And then I have one last thing that I want to talk to you about. And that is the giveaway that I promised for helping me reach 2,000 subscribers. I know I mentioned it in my previous video, but I just wanted to say again how happy it makes me that I'm able to make these videos, one, and that you enjoy watching them. So I cannot thank you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for subscribing and following me and helping me create this amazing thing that's happened where I have an audience where I can share my love of cross stitch, because that's what I'm here to do, is to share what I like to do with you guys. Okay, before we get all emotional, let's move on. One thing I wanted to tell you about the Christmas mystery challenges that I've given myself. I wanted it to be a challenge, but I also wanted to make it fun. So that's why you will not see a parking challenge. You will not see a tent stitch challenge, because those two things are not me. I've tried every which way of parking. I can do it, but I don't enjoy it. So while I wanted this to be fun and challenging, I didn't want it to be frustrating. So I left off parking and I left off tent stitching, even though I've never actually tent stitched, which is, just a half a stitch instead of both legs of the cross. That's also not my cup of tea. So I decided to omit those because yes, I want it to be a challenge, but I only get to work on each project one day. So I want it to be something doable as well. And so these are the challenges that I ended up with. There's a couple of surprises in there. I really hope you guys enjoy this. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it again next year, and maybe I'll let you guys help me decide on what the challenges are. But this is what I have planned. Now, back to my giveaway. Have you guys stuck around? Because it's a good one, you guys. So I have a couple of friends here in Newfoundland. They are very talented friends. One you already know, Patty. Her Flosstube channel and her Instagram handle is 4 boys and an NL girl. She was the one who graciously gave me the Christmas Joy Sal as a giveaway a few videos ago. And she and another friend of ours, Cheryl, have decided to collaborate their talents, and they have started a business together. Cheryl, she dyes her own flosses, and she comes up with these lovely, lovely, beautiful pieces to work on. Now, I wanted to support my friends and support local as well. But as you can see, I am a full coverage cross stitcher, so I don't really use specialty flosses. But I did buy a few from them so that I could send to a few friends of mine out there who do use specialty flosses. But being the generous women that they are, they provided me with some floss to use as a giveaway for you guys. You're gonna love this. And their company is called Brin and Nettle. And they're fibers dyed by hand in Newfoundland and Labrador. Their website is www.brinandnettle.com. And you can email them, or you can find them on Facebook and Instagram, Brin and Nettle. So be sure to look those guys up. So Cheryl does the flosses, and Patty, along with creating patterns, she also has started to dye from fabric. So can you imagine having a company that does both of those, and they're locally owned, and they're just wonderfully creative ladies. And they have been so kind and generous. They have given me so many things, and I've divided them up. into some giveaways, okay? So let's see what we can come up with here. All right, now, and I think this one we will do with this one. Okay, so I've decided to split them up because they kindly grouped the floss families together for me. So I'm gonna keep them in those grouped floss families. So to begin with, we have these 3 colors right here. So beautiful. This is So Win. That's the color name. This one is Long John's. This one is Witch. So there's a slight variegation in them, just a little bit of lighter tones in them. Very, very beautiful. Okay, so that is giveaway number 1. Okay, I should put these in order so I know for when I do the giveaway next time. Now, a lot of these names, all of them actually, are related to different Newfoundlandisms and Newfoundland sayings and stuff. So I don't know all of them, even though I've been living here for years and years and years. But you should definitely check their website out. The next is these lovelies. Okay. So this one is Turnt. This one is The Gift of Gab. And then this one is Mabon. So that's another little set for a giveaway. That's number 2. Then we have, this is from their Holidays Around the Bay collection. This is, so these are the, let me separate them a little bit. These are the 3 colors. This one is Let's Get Tipsy. This one is Nan's Tea Cozy. And then this one is Christmas Slush. So that's number 3. Then number 5, I'm going to show you the floss first. This one is really nice because the colors, the variations in the colors are so pretty. This one is Faithfully Departed. And then we have Butlers of Topsail. And then this one is Belle Island Ore. So Belle Island is an island off the coast of Newfoundland, and there's an iron ore mines there. Quite nice. And then along with those flosses, I've decided to give away. They have given me this. This is some fabric that they hand dyed. Here's the details. It's 28 count. The color is called Mozzie Day. It's 28 count Lugana. Okay. Isn't that so beautiful? It's a little bit of marbling in there. So pretty. The camera really doesn't do it justice, but it's so gorgeous. And I've decided to pair it with these right here. I will warn you, you don't have to use these together because, like I said, I'm a full coverage stitcher, so I'm not very good at matching fabrics and flosses, but here you go. I thought this would look really, really nice. So, I mean, you've got the different colors in there, some slight blues and pinks, and then you got the grays. I thought the grays would look really nice on this. Okay, so that's giveaway number 4. I'm gonna put those together in a bag. Okay, and then the final giveaway that we have is with these flosses. This is the Tickle, which is a nice purpley color, and then this one is dark grayish purple color, and that one's called Dark Tickle. This is called Tickle. And the fabric that goes with those, again, you don't have to use them together. This one is called, on 14 count Ada, Mackerel Sky. So here is this one? Oh, that would look, oh, look at that, you guys. It looks even better when you open it up. So that, oh, beautiful. Can't wait to see what people do with this. Okay. You all, whoever wins and you decide to do something with it, you all have to send me pictures of what you decide to do, because I love looking at all the projects that people work on and the selections that they make based on the floss and the fabric. It's not, I don't do it because I don't have the creativity to try and pick out these things and and I love full coverage. It's just the way that it is. But I do love and really enjoy watching others do it. All those different Quakers and the samplers, and it's just really beautiful because so many out there. Okay, so those are my giveaways. So if you would like to partake in one of my lovely giveaways to celebrate having more than 2,000 subscribers, thank you by the way, I need you to comment on this video down below. I want you to tell me which one you're interested in by using the corresponding number of the giveaway in your comment. So if you like giveaway number 3, you have to use the word 3, spell it out, no using numbers, spell it out, saying THREE, and use it in the comment. So let's go. So this is number 1. Number 1. So use the word number 1 in your comment. Okay? Number 2. Use the word number 2 in your comment. And this one is number 3. This just looks like spring and summer. Like I think of Kool-Aid and popsicles. Then we have this, which is the Mozzie Day 28 count, along with these colors. I'm gonna hold it up with this here. Okay, so this is comment with the word number 4. Be creative in your comments, you guys. I love reading all your comments, so let's see if you can find a fun way to use these words. Okay, and then finally, number 5 is the fabric with the name 14 count Ada Mackerel Sky. And here is the floss that goes with that. So number 5. I am so super excited, and I cannot thank Patty and Cheryl enough for their generosity. Please go check them out on Instagram, and Patty also has a Flosstube, and I'll put all their details in the description box below. You will have until the last comment that I will accept, because my next video is in 2 weeks. So that takes us to 9th, the 13th. So you can comment until the 12th of December, and I will accept comments until then, and I will draw a winners for that next video coming up with regards to who gets these lovely prizes. And I couldn't be happier to share the love. I love you, my friends, and I'm just so happy that you're there and that you share with me, and I'm looking forward to the next crazy 24 days. It's just going to be so much fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. I hope I don't get lost in the craziness, but I also hope that I do, because I think it's just going to be so much fun. Now, today's video was a little bit long. I hope you don't mind, but I really hope you enjoyed it all. And as always with the giveaways, don't mention the word giveaway or prize or anything like that in the comments. Once your name has been selected, I will contact you in order to get your mailing address. I don't mind shipping them out anywhere, but just be aware that I live on an island. It will take time to get to you, especially with Christmas. So you may not get it till the new year, but that'll be like an extra surprise after the new year. You'll get something from me from Newfoundland. So really looking forward to it. I've had a really nice time today telling you guys all about my plans for December, and I really hope you guys join in the fun virtually with me, helping me pick out my challenges and having all the fun with me. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye, my friends. Happy stitching.